Art by Inked Playmats at inkplaymats.com, your place for custom-made playmats. Design your own or shop from other featured designers. Use promo code KlotzDill to save 10% on your order. Inked Playmats, your game, your style. To do on their website, and come join us for a fun, friendly F&M environment.
Hello everybody, this is Corey, and we have another Magic the Gathering gameplay video for you. This is Game 2 of David with Fateful Hour versus Lars with Red-Black Zombies. David was on the play this game. He played a Plains and passed the turn. Lars played a Swamp into a Digraph Ghoul, which comes into play tapped. For David's second turn, he played a Swamp and cast an Emulating Soul Eater and passed the turn back to Lars. Lars attacked with his Digraph Ghoul, dropping David down to 18. He then cast a Tragic Slip, killing the Soul Eater. For David's turn, he just cast a Thraben Doomsayer and passed the turn back to Lars. Lars cast a Blood Artist and attacked for 2. David chose not to block, dropping down to 16. David on his turn cast a Gataxian Probe going to 14, and he saw a Swamp, a Dragon Skull Summit, a Brimstone Volley, and a Dross Messenger in Lars' hand. He then cast a Champion of the Parish and a Mortar Pod. Lars laid down a Dragon Skull Summit and cast a Gravecrawler. He then cast Brimstone Volley on Doomsayer. David made a token in response and used Mortar Pod to shoot the Blood Artist to kill it. Blood Artist triggered from the Germ dying and itself dying, so Lars gained 2 life going to 22, and David lost 2 life going to 12. Champion did get a counter from the human and token entering the battlefield from the Doomsayer. On David's turn, he equipped his Mortar Pod to his champion and passed the turn back to Lars. On Lars' turn, he cast a Dross Messenger, which came into play tapped, dealing 2 damage to David, taking him to 10 life. At the end of Lars' turn, David cast a Celestial Purge, targeting Dross Messenger to exile it from the game. David simply drew his card and passed the turn back to Lars. On Lars' turn, he cast a Skin Render, targeting the Champion of Parish, giving it 3 -1/-1 counters. In response, David shot his champion at the Gravecrawler with the Mortar Pod, dealing 1 damage to it to kill it. Lars then attacked with his Ghoul. David chose not to block, and he went down to 8 life. On David's turn, he just equipped his token with his Mortar Pod and passed the turn back to Lars. On Lars' turn, he cast a second Dross Messenger, taking David down to 6 life. He then attacked with his Skin Render. David blocked with his token. After blocks were declared, he sacrificed the token to Mortar Pod to deal 1 damage to Lars, bringing him down to 21. At the end of Lars' turn, David cast a Dismember using a Phyrexian Mana, a Swamp, and Plains on the Dross Messenger, bringing him down to 4 life. The Messenger came back into play with Undying trigger with a +1/+1 counter and dealt another 2 damage to David, putting him at 2 life. David on his turn cast a Gather the Townsfolk with Fateful Hour active, getting himself 5 human tokens. He then cast a Gravity Iron Ray. Fateful Hour is still active. It gave all other creatures David controlled +1/+4. Lars drew his card. He cast a Mortar Pod and David scooped him up, giving Lars the win to the game and the match. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You can find links to the other annotations and Kevin's other YouTube channel at the end, as well as Game 1. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for even more Magic the Gathering gameplay videos.